The following podcast may contain adult language and an abundance of salt. So get ready, nerds, because we're talking Orphan Black, Season 1, Episode 1, Natural Selection. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. We're talking Orphan Black for our monthly classic sci-fi show. This is Jude's pick, so I'm going to introduce her first. Hello. Welcome, Jude. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Why did you pick this show?
Because it's great.
Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Also here, the salty barbarian, Matt Vader. What's up, dude?
I'm just going to look at my Twitter.
Why are you looking at Twitter?
Because I don't want to talk about the show.
That's terrible. Man behind the curtain, Matthew Cadish is also here.
So you guys aren't giving the show a fair shake. It's actually really, really good. The first episode's not the best, especially the fact that we're skipping episodes. So you're not going to get like the full kind of context of what's happening. But, you know, Orphan Black is a very, very good show, and I love it. I never finished it. I still have to watch the 5th season.
So sciencey.
It really gets really into like transhumanism and like body modification and all types of like weird, messed up stuff.
The guy with a tail that he grew.
Like Deus Ex Machina, like that game where you like augment yourself, or like human gene splicing.
Human gene splicing.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with like genetics and stuff like that. But like in season 1, there's like this central mystery around like this character kind of discovering that they're like like doppelgangers of her like out there, and like they all kind of like find each other and are trying to figure out like what's going on, like why are there so many of us, like what's the deal here. And there's like this big conspiracy, and it's a really, really fun and interesting show. All
right, so I'm a newcomer to this show, so this is gonna be my first dive into this. Vader, also, you never watched the show either? Okay. Nope. So guys, this is part of our monthly Patreon club members area stuff. So we're going to talk about this show just kind of in a generic way. And then if you want full access to the entire podcast where we break down the entire episode for you, talk about all the nitty gritty stuff and get into the details of it, head over to saltynerdclub.com and join the club membership. It's only $5 a month. You guys get 4 exclusive podcasts every single month, and 5 on the months that have 5 weeks. Like we had Firefly, we had 5 weeks of Firefly. And also we got some really cool stuff. You guys get early access to some interviews that we're doing. And like we just talked with Adam Baldwin recently. We also have, I was going to say Dr. Rodney McKay. We also have David Hewlett on every once in a while to chat with us about some cool stuff like Doctor Who and such. So if you want access to that, head over to the club members area and sign up.
And what other shows are already in the back catalog there for people to check out?
Let's see. Foundation. We've got Doctor Who, Eureka, Firefly, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Stargate Atlantis.
And Stargate Atlantis. That's right. Yeah. So we've been doing this for a couple months, guys. So if you want access to all of that, plus more, head over to the club members area at saltynerdclub.com. All right. Okay, so this first episode has not sold me, Jude.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that right now.
It sucks because every time we introduce a new show, we kind of have to do season 1, episode 1, just to get a grasp of who the characters are. I wish that we could have done the first 2 episodes because it gives you a much fuller grasp of like who everyone is. So Tatiana Maslany, she's the main character in this. She plays Sarah Manning, who's like, she's kind of a piece of shit. She's been gone for a year.
She's like a thief, right?
She's just kind of a punk. Okay. She just kind of drifts around and tries to scrounge together money.
I got the impression she was like a con woman.
She kind of. She's got this daughter. She was raised in the foster care system. Her brother, Felix, is just her foster brother. So they were raised in the same foster home, and she left her daughter with their foster mother and like took off for a year. And she's kind of come back and is like, I've decided I want to be a mom and I'm going to make things right, but I'm going about it in like the only ways that I know how, which is to like steal drugs from somebody, to sell them, to make enough money to like get my daughter and get the fuck out of town and start over. So like she's a very, very flawed character. The actor who plays her, Tatiana Maslany, she plays 14 characters in this show, and they're all so the show is about cloning, human cloning, and she is like we see in the first episode, she gets off the train when she gets back into town, and she sees somebody who looks exactly like her, and immediately she kills herself, and she doesn't know why. Yeah. So she basically steals this girl's identity to see, A, if she could figure out what's going on, and B, if she can get anything out of it.
Yeah, like one of the joys of this show is like the main character whose name is Sarah Manning. She basically is kind of like one of those the ends justify the means. She's like a scrapper. She's a survivor. She like basically does everything it takes to basically get by and get what she wants. And she keeps getting into like these like really like messed up scenarios, and she has to figure out ways to get out of them. And they're usually like very creative and interesting and stuff like that. And you saw a little bit of that in this episode, but for the most part, like she's just a character who's extremely resourceful and very interesting to watch, and to see her grow as she like discovers that she's got like actual family out there, even though like they're, you know, not technically like family, but they're, you know, sisters essentially. And how she deals with that, because she grew up her entire life just feeling like she was alone.
So Sarah's not my favorite character in this, even though she's the main driving force in all of this. My favorite character is who we're going to meet in the next episode that we watch. Her name is Helena, and she is a Ukrainian hitman.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's the same actress?
Yes.
Still Tatiana?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and Tatiana Maslany, who is the main actress of the show, she like this really put her on the map for me when I saw this, because like every character she plays is so unique and different. Like she really should have won like an Emmy every single year that she was on the show, because like her acting is so good. And when she was cast as She-Hulk in the upcoming like Marvel show, I was really excited, because I was like, oh, she's a great actress. But unfortunately, She-Hulk doesn't look all that good. So.
This is the same girl who is playing She-Hulk?
Yes.
Wow,
that's interesting. Okay, so
I didn't see that at all.
So just my general idea, I didn't like this episode. There was that mystery element to it. We're like, oh, there's a chick that looks just like me, and she goes down this little rabbit hole, and she kind of like assumes the identity and then gets herself into a sticky situation. That part I was into, but then there's like this whole subplot with Felix and with his daughter and with like the death and the freaking drug dealer boyfriend or whatever. And it was all like very like soap opera-y, CW kind of nonsense.
I was like, what is this CW bullshit that Jude's making us
Vic is
watch?
hilarious. The boyfriend who's all broken up, that he thinks that she's dead, he's hilarious. He's not a main character, but he comes back every couple of episodes to like fuck something up.
Okay.
Accidentally.
Okay.
Yeah, and that guy was from Better Call Saul as well. So like,
what network was this on?
This was actually a Canadian TV show.
Okay.
And so in America, it only aired on BBC, I believe, BBC America.
Okay. I was surprised they did.
That's why I never.
There's some skin in this episode that I was surprised at. I was like, oh, this is like a Skinamax freaking show, or what's going on? How much are we going to see?
Well,
we got a lot of butt cheeks. A lot of butt cheeks in this episode. We got at least 3 pairs. That's 6 butt cheeks.
You can do math. Congratulations.
Yay!
Where is it on the butt cheek scale? Is it a 3 or a 6?
It's like okay, it's one of those shows that has naked but doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're gonna give me some naked, give me some naked.
I'm pretty sure they do go there.
Yeah,
eventually.
Side boob.
Side boob. It doesn't count.
Side cheek.
I see more.
There's more.
I work every day.
There's a character who is a lesbian, one of the clones, and she has a love scene, and I'm pretty sure you see a lot in it.
Well, not that that's going to make or break the show for me or anything. I just was like, wow, I just wasn't expecting it in the first episode. But we did get a little off balance ratio of man butt to woman butt in this episode.
It's all about balance.
It's all about
circle of life.
All right, we got to get back. We got to balance it out in the next episode. Anyway,
I actually think the showrunner for this is good friends with Jonathan Tropper, because I remember Tropper
Really?
telling us about him.
That's right, because he did do one episode of this.
did you notice that?
What?
Nothing. Sorry, cut that.
That was our weekly Jonathan Tropper name drop.
Yeah, drop. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? God, you're salty today.
He said he could hook us up with Anthony Starr.
I would really love to
Who's
do
that?
Homelander.
I can't with you today, dude. Don't get a freaking childish attitude with me.
What are you talking
Get
about?
out of here. Shut up.
Shut up. Let me have my swamp juice, all right?
All right. You guys ready to dive into it?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, guys. So this is going to be for patrons only. If you want to sign up, saltynerdclub.com is the place to do it. We're going to be talking about this entire episode, breakdown scene by scene, and discuss what we liked, what we didn't like, and what we can look forward to in the future.
I really want you guys to like this show.
I hope I do. This is not a good start.
This is not a good start.
All right. V, where can they find your salty ass on the Twitter?
At Matt Vader 74.
Cool. Jude, where can they find you at?
You can find me at I am Jude Juju on Instagram and on TikTok.
Matthew Kadish.
can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish on Twitter. KadishBooks.com takes you to our Amazon page. And be sure to, stick with this show because I don't think these guys are giving it a fair shake.
We'll see. We'll see how the month plays out. So stay tuned with us. If you're new here, subscribe. If you want to join up, saltynerdclub.com is the place to be. All right, everybody. Stay salty. Club members, let's go.